matchup because you're talking about guys that can get you 20, 30 points in this game.
Clippers have this starting lineup, which is their intended starting lineup, all playing and starting. Blake Griffin gets the feed from Chris Paul. Towns, little homage to Dirk, but not there, but the putback for Gorgie Jang.
Hey, a 29-point effort from him. And he's going to match up against Karl-Anthony Towns.
Shabazz Muhammad leaks out. And the Timberwolves take the lead from the Midwest for a back-to-back. They start here tonight against Minnesota, and then they play at Memphis tomorrow night.
So Memphis has the advantage.
Memphis has the advantage, but they're still going to be a little bit road weary. And Ricky Rubio and the Timberwolves have pushed it to a 9-0 run.
He's just a phenomenal player to watch night in and night out.
What a hustle play by Gorgie Jang to get the basketball from Minnesota. Shabazz Muhammad, Statue of Liberty.
Has kind of been figured out a little bit. And those games without CP3 and Blake Griffin, you know, some players just really need other great players on the floor for them to be really effective. JJ Redick is one of those players.
Rubio finds Gorgie Jang underneath it. The Timberwolves right now. Griffin feeds it inside for DeAndre Jordan. Another miss by Jordan. He is able to corral his own miss. And his field goal percentage against the Timberwolves in his career, nearly 73%. Karl-Anthony Shabazz trying for the rebound, dives to the floor, and the Wolves come up with a great hustle play again by Minnesota. Rubio feeds Shabazz inside. Towns there to flush it back. Oh!
Ridiculous.
And now Rubio takes the basketball away. Jordan and Paul hadn't gotten up the floor yet, so the Wolves didn't have a huge advantage in numbers. It doesn't matter as Rubio just pulls up and drills it.
You got friends here. You are one of those incredible people that everywhere we go, you got friends in every city.
Well, not every city.
Pretty much.
There's a couple of dead spots. Spade misses by dominating the glass. 17-4 the edge right now on the rebound total. Spades from downtown.
That was a good route.
Last several games before knocking down that one. Dunn as we go inside a minute in the opening quarter. Chris Dunn. Yeah, I was going to say, you can't fault him for trying to make a hustle play.
Not at all.
And good to see Lance Stevenson back as Felton gets it.
Jamal Crawford's been in this league for a long time, hasn't he? Since 2000.
Crawford launches the rainbow three. Stevenson comes up with it. Stevenson, who played 48 games with the Clippers last season, and the Timberwolves.
Positive it's going in. But now the way he's been shooting it recently, I'm thinking it's going in more often.
Well, with that make, Jim, he's hit 3 of his last 12. Wow. Nice bounce pass and a back finish by Towns. And that is Towns' Crawford from mid-range, no. Tyus Jones comes up with it. Stevenson will take it himself. Pretty amazing, Jim, that it's been a couple weeks since Lance Stevenson has been in a game, and he doesn't look like he skipped a beat. Karl-Anthony Towns gets to the rack. Wow, that was a little bit of everything. He switched it to the left hand.
That gave Towns the opening.
DeAndre Jordan screened and then rolled and then gets rewarded.
See, to do that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to defensive 3 seconds, guys that stand in the paint illegally all the time, you're always kind of watching those guys.
Stop the presses, by the way, because Jordan went 2 for 2 at the line, and that really should stop the presses.
Someone good at it, too. I think Blake might have been on that top 5.
And Stevenson!
He had a mouse in his
Stevenson
house.
Behind the back feeds Aldridge, and he misses from point-blank range.
That's a killer.
Redick for 3. That really is a killer now. Chris Paul lets it fly. Oh no! You gotta be kidding me, Chris Paul!
Well, normally Minnesota misses Zach LaVine is the three-point shooting. Great job by Rubio to come help out Andrew Wiggins. JJ Redick is so good clearing himself. Karl Anthony Towns to shoot that basketball.
He's so much better when he just shoots it in rhythm.
And he's better in the paint. He dominates people in the paint. And nice pass, clean up the rebounding, not give them second shot attempts. As much as Minnesota's dominated the glass, Clippers right there. Nice move by Wiggins to sift his way right to the rim.
Defensive rebound, sticks with it. Jordan with the block. And then the Wolves forced a turnover. Great hustle out of Ricky Rubio. Towns for Shabazz and the flush.
Great hustle by time. And as I said, Doc Rivers used to script 3 or 4 plays to start the game for J.J. Redick. And it's paid dividends, not so much this year, but he's done it in years past. And again,
Wiggins open look for 3. No. Towns comes up with yet another rebound. He'll take it himself and make it. Shabazz 1 of 2 at the free throw line. 9 points in 19 minutes tonight for Muhammad in his 14th career NBA start, first of this season. DeAndre Jordan.
Not fair.
It's the first dunk of the game for Jordan, who leads him, but Jordan has a sizable advantage. Andrew Wiggins able to complete the alley-oop.
in my opinion.
Well, he's having a great year passing the basketball. 5 assists tonight. Chris Paul able to get it to roll in.
Aggressive with his shot, just 2 of 6 for Paul. 5 points, 9 assists, 3 rebounds. That dude averages 5 rebounds a game too, by the way, as a point guard.
Wiggins able to cut between the 2 defenders, spacing
Some, I don't know, wigs, some white wigs, and put them on. Like, you know how like in England they have the white wigs for the guys in juries, the lawyers?
Yes.
J. Redick and Chris Paul belong on that list. And, I think in years past they probably would have. But
So you're telling me that wasn't going to be the top 5 on Monday?
well, it might have been the top 5 on Monday, but
You've got the Warriors coming, who've beaten you 10 straight times in your own building.
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing John Wall and Bradley do it too. His talent
Has done that of late. Crawford floater. How many calls that Doc Rivers protests do you think he's actually just protesting because it's what he does? And how many do you think he actually thinks are bad calls? Redick gets it away, and it's a long. Griffin kicks it out. Gets it back. He'll have to take it with the shot clock winding down.
to ice Chris Paul, who's very good at getting the ball out.
Towns looks to counter, and finally Towns.
And he threw it out of bounds.
Timberwolves are holding the Clippers to 40% shooting. Ricky Rubio.
Threes in the first half, just 1 here in the second half. So the differential has gone to Minnesota's favor, who only hit 1 3, and they've got 4 now.
And Towns
Didn't stay spaced out, was trying to cut that time, just mishandled it.
Redick fakes the pass, and then what was
99% right now.
What was the win probability calculator in the game against Houston? Tyus Jones. Okay, we can start talking. Crowd for the Golden State Warriors game, and with the Target Center renovations, as Andrew Wiggins finds.
Wiggs getting back into that 20-point scoring column too, as Melly picks up a foul here.
Game, Gorgie Jang diving on the floor for a loose ball. Shabazz Muhammad diving on the floor for loose balls.
And they've been doing that over this last stretch of games. It's been fun to watch. Shabazz Muhammad.
Unfortunately, but the Timberwolves now starting to turn things around. They end a 9-game losing skid against the Clippers in their building with an emphatic 107-91 win. We'll have plenty more on this one, including the battle between Griffin and Towns coming your way.